Welcome to your channel name. In today's video, we're diving into a fascinating topic inspired by Stoic philosophy: 7 signs that someone dislikes you and is hiding it. Understanding subtle social cues is key to navigating relationships with more clarity and wisdom, and Stoicism teaches us how to remain calm and composed in the face of such challenges. So, if you've ever wondered whether someone's friendly facade is masking deeper feelings of discomfort or dislike, this video is for you. Let's get started. Number 1. Mean-spirited jokes. Mean-spirited jokes are a type of humor that, rather than lightening the mood, often come at someone else's expense. These jokes may involve mocking someone's appearance, personality, culture, or even vulnerabilities. While humor can be subjective, mean-spirited jokes often cross the line between playful teasing and cruelty, sometimes leading to hurt feelings, strained relationships, and even social exclusion. Understanding the impact of mean-spirited jokes is crucial in fostering a positive, inclusive environment where humor uplifts rather than tears down. These jokes are intended to mock or demean others, often targeting personal traits or vulnerabilities. While they may evoke laughter from some, they often cause discomfort, hurt, or embarrassment to the target. Types of mean-spirited jokes: appearance-based, targeting someone's looks, weight, or style. Personality-based, mocking someone's behavior, quirks, or mannerisms. Cultural or ethnic, derogatory jokes about someone's background or culture. Intelligence-based, ridiculing someone's intelligence or mistakes. Why people make mean-spirited jokes: insecurity or low self-esteem. Mocking others may be a way to feel superior. Group dynamics: people may engage in mean humor to fit in or gain approval from peers. Ignorance: some may not realize the harm their jokes cause. Misinterpretation of humor: thinking that offensive jokes are just a form of harmless teasing. The impact on the target: hurt feelings. The target may feel embarrassed or humiliated. Loss of trust: it can damage relationships between the joke teller and the target. Mental health: repeated exposure to mean-spirited jokes can lead to anxiety, low self-esteem, and even depression. Social exclusion: mean jokes can alienate individuals or groups, making them feel unwelcome. The impact on the joke teller: damage to reputation. Frequent use of mean-spirited jokes can lead others to see the joke teller as unkind or insensitive. Loss of trust and respect. People may distance themselves from someone who habitually makes hurtful jokes. Reduced empathy: the constant use of mean humor can dull one's ability to empathize with others' feelings. Alternatives to mean-spirited jokes: use humor to bring people together rather than divide. Self-deprecating humor, without being overly negative, can be more inclusive. Situational or observational humor often focuses on shared experiences rather than individuals. How to address mean-spirited jokes for the target: politely express discomfort or ignore the joke to avoid escalation. For bystanders, call out the joke or redirect the conversation to show support for the target. For the joke teller, reflect on the reasons behind the joke and consider apologizing if it caused harm. Understanding the nuances and impact of mean-spirited jokes is essential in maintaining healthy and respectful social interactions. Encouraging empathy and mindfulness in humor can create a more positive and inclusive atmosphere for everyone. Number 2. Backhanded compliments. A backhanded compliment is a remark that appears to be a compliment, but actually contains an insult or criticism. These comments often seem kind or flattering at first, but upon closer inspection, they carry a hidden message that can make the recipient feel diminished or offended. Backhanded compliments are commonly used to express envy, sarcasm, or passive aggression. They can be subtle, leaving the recipient unsure of how to respond. Lesson on backhanded compliments in 7 points. Definition and characteristics. A backhanded compliment mixes praise with an underlying insult. For example, "You look great today." "I hardly recognized you." Seems like a compliment, but subtly implies that the person usually doesn't look good. Intent. Behind the compliment. These types of compliments are often driven by insecurity, jealousy, or passive-aggressive behavior. Sometimes the giver might not be fully aware of the negative undertone, while in other cases, it's intentional. Examples of backhanded compliments. You're so confident for someone your size. You're so smart, I can't believe you didn't go to a better college. This dress is so nice, it actually makes you look thinner. How to recognize one. Listen closely to the tone and context. If a compliment seems to make you feel uncomfortable, belittled, or awkward, it might be backhanded. Pay attention to qualifiers like "for you" or "considering," as they often signal an underhanded dig. Effects on the recipient. Backhanded compliments can confuse, hurt, or lower the self-esteem of the person receiving them. The insult, even if subtle, can make the person feel inadequate or judged. Why people give backhanded compliments. Insecurity. The giver might feel threatened or envious of the person they are complimenting. Sarcasm or humor. Sometimes people use humor as a mask for criticism. Manipulation. It can be a way to subtly put someone down to feel superior. How to respond to a backhanded compliment. You can choose to ignore the insult and respond as if you only heard the compliment, or politely address the hidden criticism. Thanks, but I'm not sure what you mean by that. If it's a recurring issue, calmly confronting the person about their behavior can sometimes resolve underlying tensions. Conclusion. Backhanded compliments might seem harmless, but they often carry emotional weight. Recognizing them and understanding the intent behind these remarks can help you navigate them better, whether you're the recipient or noticing them in your social interactions. Number 3. Exclusion from plans. Exclusion refers to intentionally or unintentionally leaving someone out of plans, decisions, or activities. It can happen in social settings, workplaces, or any situation involving group participation. 2. Types of exclusion. Social exclusion. When someone is left out of personal or social activities, such as gatherings, events, or conversations. Professional exclusion. Exclusion in work environments, such as being left out of meetings, decision-making processes, or team projects. 3. Reasons for exclusion. Exclusion can happen for various reasons: miscommunication or oversight, social cliques or biases, perceived differences, personality, skills, status, intentional exclusion due to conflicts or misunderstandings. 4th, emotional impact of exclusion. Being excluded can lead to feelings of rejection and isolation, low self-esteem and confidence, anxiety and depression, anger or resentment towards others. 5. How to address exclusion. Communicate openly. Discuss the issue with the person or group involved. Self-reflection. Consider if there's any personal behavior that may contribute to the situation. Seek support. Reach out to others or mentors for guidance. Set boundaries. If the exclusion is persistent and harmful, creating distance may be necessary. 6. Preventing exclusion. Be inclusive. Actively invite and involve others in plans. Encourage diversity. Foster an environment where differences are valued. Improve communication. Ensure clarity in group activities and decisions. Empathy and kindness. Be mindful of others' feelings and perspectives. 7. Positive outcomes of inclusion. Building stronger relationships. Promoting collaboration and innovation. Enhancing group morale and cohesion. Fostering a sense of belonging and support. Introduction to exclusion from plans. Exclusion from plans can be a challenging experience, whether it occurs in social circles or professional environments. It often leads to feelings of rejection and loneliness, as individuals may wonder why they were left out. Understanding the reasons behind exclusion is critical, as it could result from misunderstandings, group dynamics, or even unintended oversights. Addressing exclusion requires both personal reflection and open communication. By fostering inclusive behavior and recognizing the importance of involving others, we can mitigate the negative effects of exclusion and create a more welcoming, cooperative atmosphere. Number 4, too busy, only when it comes to you. It sounds like you are asking for a lesson with 7 key points, possibly on the theme of being too busy and how it relates to when someone prioritizes certain things or people. Below is a lesson structure that touches on the concept of prioritization, busyness, and balance in life. Introduction. Too busy, only when it comes to you. In today's fast-paced world, people often say they are too busy for various things, whether it's social engagements, personal development, or even relationships. However, this notion of being too busy tends to be selective. When something or someone is truly important to us, we often find time, no matter how packed our schedules might seem. This lesson explores the dynamics behind this idea and how we can better manage our time and priorities. Lesson in 7 points. The myth of too busy. The phrase too busy is often a polite way of saying that something is not a priority. Time is a constant, and how we choose to spend it reflects our true priorities. Prioritization reflects values. Our schedule and what we make time for are direct reflections of what we value. If we don't have time for someone or something, it often means it isn't high on our list of values. Selective time management. People will always make time for what matters most to them. If someone only has time for you when it's convenient for them, it may suggest they aren't prioritizing your relationship as highly as you are. Communication and expectations. Clear communication about priorities and time management can prevent misunderstandings. If someone says they are too busy, ask for clarity. Is it a matter of time, or is it a question of priorities? Busyness as a status symbol. In some cultures, being busy is seen as a sign of success. However, busyness without direction can lead to burnout. It's important to differentiate between being productive and simply being busy. The power of saying no. Learning to say no to things that do not align with your goals or values is essential for maintaining a balanced life. This ensures that when you do say yes, it's to something that truly matters. Balancing time and relationships. Relationships require effort and time. Being busy doesn't have to mean neglecting the people you care about. Setting aside quality time, even in a packed schedule, is key to maintaining meaningful connections. Conclusion. Time is the most valuable resource we have, and how we allocate it defines who we are and what we care about. The next time you or someone else says, "I'm too busy," ask yourself, is it about being busy or is it about priorities? Number 5. Avoiding physical contact with you. Avoiding physical contact is a personal boundary that individuals establish for various reasons, including cultural norms, personal preferences, or emotional and psychological needs. Respecting these boundaries is essential in fostering respectful and comfortable interactions, ensuring that everyone feels safe and in control of their own space. In this lesson, we will explore key reasons and strategies for avoiding physical contact, emphasizing the importance of communication and mutual respect. Lesson on avoiding physical contact. 7 key points. Understanding boundaries. Physical contact boundaries vary between cultures, individuals, and situations. It's crucial to understand that everyone has different comfort levels. Avoid assumptions about touch. Always ask if it's okay before initiating any physical contact. Respecting personal space. Personal space is the area surrounding a person where they feel comfortable and safe. Respecting this space is key to avoiding unnecessary discomfort. Be mindful of how close you stand or sit near someone, especially in unfamiliar settings. Cultural sensitivity. Different cultures have varied attitudes towards physical touch. For example, in some cultures, it's common to greet with a hug or kiss, while in others this might be seen as intrusive. Always educate yourself about cultural norms when interacting with people from diverse backgrounds. Non-verbal communication. Often, a person's body language can signal whether they are comfortable with physical contact. Crossed arms, stepping back, or avoiding eye contact may indicate discomfort. Pay attention to these cues to gauge whether physical touch is appropriate. Clear communication. If you are uncomfortable with physical contact, it's important to communicate your boundaries clearly but politely. Phrases like, "I'm not comfortable with hugs, but a handshake is fine," can help establish limits. Likewise, if you're unsure about someone else's comfort with physical touch, simply ask. Alternatives to physical contact. For those who wish to avoid physical contact, there are many ways to greet or interact without touching, such as a verbal greeting, wave, or nod. During conversations, maintain a respectful distance and use positive body language to express engagement and warmth. Recognizing special circumstances. Some individuals may avoid physical contact due to trauma, illness, or psychological conditions, such as anxiety or sensory processing issues. Being mindful of these special circumstances and showing empathy can build trust and make others feel respected. Number 6. Aren't supportive, present during your crises. In times of crisis, we often look to our support systems, friends, family, and colleagues to be there for us. However, it can be incredibly disheartening when those we expect to be supportive are absent or unsympathetic. This lesson explores the emotional impact of such situations and how to navigate relationships when support is lacking. Lesson points. Understanding emotional needs. Recognize what you need during a crisis, whether it's empathy, guidance, or just someone to listen. Identifying unavailability. Acknowledge when individuals in your life are not providing the support you require. This can include physical absence or emotional unavailability. Exploring reasons for lack of support. Consider that others may be dealing with their own issues, which could explain their absence. Understanding this can help you reframe the situation. Communicating your needs. If possible, express your feelings and needs to those around you. Sometimes people are unaware of how to support you until you articulate it. Developing self-support strategies. Cultivate self-reliance and coping strategies. This could involve journaling, seeking professional help, or engaging in self-care practices. Building a broader support network. Expand your circle of support by connecting with new people or communities who may be more attuned to your needs. Reflecting on relationships. Evaluate the impact of these dynamics on your relationships. Consider whether it's worth investing in those connections or if it's time to step back. Conclusion. Navigating crises without the expected support can be challenging, but it also offers an opportunity for personal growth and reflection on the relationships in your life. By understanding your needs and exploring different avenues for support, you can emerge stronger and more resilient. Number 7. Gossip behind your back. Gossip behind your back is a common social phenomenon where individuals share information, often negative or harmful, about someone without their knowledge. This behavior can lead to misunderstandings, damaged relationships, and a toxic environment, whether in personal life, workplaces, or social circles. Understanding the dynamics of gossip is essential for fostering healthier communication and relationships. Lesson in 7 points. Definition of gossip. Gossip involves informal and often unreliable information sharing about someone who is not present. It can be trivial or malicious. Motivations for gossiping. People may gossip for various reasons, including seeking social connection, feeling superior, or attempting to influence others' opinions. Impacts on relationships. Gossip can severely damage trust and respect within relationships. Victims may feel betrayed or isolated, leading to conflict and resentment. Types of gossip. Positive gossip, sharing praise or compliments about someone. Neutral gossip, discussing facts or information that isn't damaging. Negative gossip, spreading harmful rumors or false information. Consequences of gossip, Engaging in gossip can lead to a toxic environment, reduced morale, and a breakdown of communication. It can also backfire on the gossiper, damaging their reputation. Addressing gossip. If you find yourself the subject of gossip, consider addressing it directly and calmly with those involved. Clarifying misunderstandings can prevent further issues. Promoting healthy communication. Encourage open, honest dialogue in your circles. Foster an environment where people feel safe discussing concerns directly, reducing the likelihood of gossip. Conclusion. Gossip behind your back can have far-reaching consequences on personal and professional relationships. By recognizing its dynamics and actively promoting open communication, individuals can create a more supportive and trusting atmosphere, minimizing the impact of harmful gossip. In conclusion, understanding the subtle signs that someone may dislike you while trying to hide it can be invaluable for navigating social dynamics. By applying Stoic philosophy, we can cultivate emotional resilience and maintain our composure in the face of uncertainty. Remember, it's essential to focus on your own responses and not take others' behaviors personally. Reflecting on these signs can empower you to build healthier relationships and prioritize connections that uplift you. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay mindful and stay strong.